Insanity. Ah, welcome to my off-grid homestead in the forest in Canada. Where to start? Folks, we recently there was an American election, provincial election, and Canadian election, and the Brazilian election, all these elections and politicians talking about whatever, and the citizens are all up in arms about how it's insane that the proposals and where the direction of the what's happening to the world, you know, all good, all valid, but it doesn't end with politicians or the businesses or whatever. You don't have to look far. You don't have to look far to see insanity all around you. I mean, I've escaped the city and I've come this far in the middle of nowhere in the forest, and insanity will find you. It's just crazy. Here's an example, a very recent example. So I just bought a car that's not quite 3 years old, and we're looking to sell our old car that's not quite 11 years old. So here's what the ad that I put in the wherever reads: 2014 Santa Fe Sport Turbo Premium Package or Trim or whatever. If you can see my breath, is because it's still fairly cool today. It's in the afternoon, but this is more like this time of year. Anyway, so I say it's sitting on high-rated winter tires. Doesn't have never hitched anything with it. Replaced the brakes, brake pads, a rudder, some whatever that was replaced recently, oil change. The MBI, whatever the inspection is due. And what else did I say? Whatever that was done to it, and whatever that I done to it, whatever that needs to be. Oh, I wrote that it needs one wheel needs wheel bearings, and to pass the inspection, the rear left signal light isn't working. That kind of thing. You would be amazed to, maybe you wouldn't be, to hear that how many emails I get. 80% of the responses that I get are these. It sounds interesting. Is it still available? I'm interested. Is it still available? I'm really interested. Can you contact me if it's still available? Folks, it's available. The ad is up. If the ad is up, it's available. What fool would put an ad up after this, whatever couch, chair, car, appliance, something that's sold, a house, when it's gone? Well, who wants to deal with who has so much time? Even I'm, who am not employed, don't have the time to put up with all that responses and contacts. So I reply, I don't know why, to these idiots, and I say, yes, it's still available. And guess what they reply to me with? Nothing, not a thing. They're only interested if it's sold, as if. So I'm thinking, why would you take the time, email someone, look at the ad, go through it, maybe talk to your spouse or something. Say, I'm really interested. Email someone, and when the person says yes, it's available, you say, no, never mind. I was only interested if it was going to be sold. Now that it's available, I've lost interest. I can care less now. Never mind. Why? Or this guy. This is another one. I'm really interested in this car. Can you respond to this? Can you respond to this email if it's still available? So I respond. The guy leaves his name, so I figure he's more serious. I go, hi Dave. I don't know what else to say. He said to respond, I'm responding. And then he replies back saying, hi, with an exclamation mark. I don't know what to say. I'm thinking maybe the guy's crazy. Don't worry about it. Just sit this one out. A few hours later, he replies again. Are you still there? I go, well, maybe he was interested. So I go, yes. Then I don't hear from him at all. What was that about? The ad says what's up for sale. It says what it's been done to it, what it needs. What more do you want? You want me to do a sign-in dance for you as well? Invite you for a potluck supper or a night out at the theater. What is it that you want? It's for sale. You know it's for sale. You email me to make sure, and I say yes. I don't know what's going on in your head. What is it you need to know? Ask me what it is you want to know, and I will tell you about it if I know. I'm not a mechanic, but I might even say that. I'm not a mechanic. I don't know if there needs anything else. It's 11 years old. And that's the other thing. Somebody else, a few other people have emailed me and saying, can you tell me if it needs anything? I don't know if it needs anything. Like, it's almost 11 years old. In human age, that's like 70. It's like a dog. Things are gonna go. It's gonna need things. It's not an indestructible thing. It's a machine made to break down. Brakes are gonna go. I don't know. Maybe exhaust. I don't know what goes with cars, but if it was moving perfectly as if it was a new car, why would anyone sell anything like that? You know what I mean? And if anyone's going to sell a car that's perfectly in perfect shape and operational, then it wouldn't be 11 years old. It would be a 3-year-old car like the one we just got. These are the people that want to have the latest and the newest things once the warranty finishes, and they just dump it and buy another one. And they have the resources, and good for them. That's how I was able to buy this one. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to. So what it is, I think, is they want a car that's new or fairly new for the price, a fraction of the price. Not for the price of a new. A guy came with his friend, drove an hour and a half to get here, and while he's inspecting it, I mentioned this in one of my other videos. While he's inspecting, he took an hour and a half inspecting it. While he's inspecting it, I'm talking to his friend that drove him here because he doesn't have a car. Older guy, 2 kids, new arrivals to Canada. His friend shows me a car that he wants to buy. So this is a 2014. He wants to buy a 2016. And it's a Mazda. The same class of car, same size, everything. But it costs more than twice as much as the car that I'm selling. And it only has 20,000 kilometers less on it. So this one's got 188,000 kilometers. The car that his friend wants to buy has 168,000 kilometers. But it costs more than twice as much. You can buy 2 of these cars for the price of one of those. So this guy that's coming to see this guy, test drive it and pester me, wants to buy an old car for the price of an old car, but it wants it to be in a like new condition, or a new car, like a 10,000 kilometer or 100,000 kilometer car. It's not gonna be that. who in the right mind would that would be like gifting it. Do I know you? Are we friends? Are we relatives? Why would I sell you a car? And I forgot to mention this. I'm asking $1,000 to $2,000 below fair market value. And so when they see the picture of this car, I'll turn around when I'm done with this so I can see it. They look at it, the pictures, and it really is a clean car, and it looks very sharp, black and white. And they look at it and they think, well, it looks new, and the price is really low. Maybe it's also new. It isn't new. It's 11 years old. It's just been taken care of. It's been washed. It's been maintained. That's why it looks good. And it's cheap because you want to move it. But it's not going to be a new car. You're not going to pick this up and have it for another 10 years. I don't think no car manufacturer makes cars like that. I mean, things are going to go. I mean, it doesn't have hardly any rust after 11 years old, whereas cars at this time, at this age, will show some rust. And so you're lucky that it's in as good a shape and that it doesn't have any rust and that it's been looked after and that it only needs wheel bearings for one wheel. And really, that's like a bargain. But insanity, I honestly don't know what's going on in people's heads when they make inquiries like that, when they ask questions like that. I mean, do you see anything like that anywhere else where you live? That this guy drove an hour and a half. Oh, here's another thing. 2 people have contacted me from 2 provinces over. 16 to 18 hours drive. Whatever that works out to, because you're in the highway. It's not the same. The distance is longer than if you were in the city. And they're asking me if they can drive it right into the highway. 18 hours. I mean, folks, I'm not a long distance driver. The longest I've driven was maybe 2 hours. And I know a new car definitely can drive 18 hours straight. But if you have a 5-year-old car, I wouldn't recommend anyone driving it 18 hours straight, even 10 hours straight, even, I don't know, 6 hours straight. It's not what are those cars that go around? Indy 500? It's this is not that. It's a regular car made to go from here to there, take you to work. Once a week you go on the highway, that kind of thing. But to expect that you're going to buy an 11-year-old car with issues and drive it 16, 18 hours in the highway in the winter means to me that you can't find this for that price where you live. Or else why would you do that? Why would you come all the way over here? And then you have to register it here and then go register it over there. The cost of your time, the gas, the wear and tear, if you even make it there. Insanity. No, honestly, insanity. I know insanity is rampant, but Jesus, when I get calls like that, I have to make a video like this for you. Just, do you have experience like this? Have you been contacted? Do you have people like that entering your lives? Let me know. I mean, I think this is way up there now. This is way up there, but I hope you never have to go through this, but I mean, and I can't not reply to any emails because you never know. You can't paint everyone with the same brush, but so far it's been that way. 10 out of 10 calls have been by insane people. Anyway, let me show you the car and I'll let you go.